Hello and welcome to another edition of the UMO Coaches Show. I'm Ryan Smith, joined today by Director and Head Cross Country and Track and Field Coach Matt Van Lierop. And Coach, we're 1 week into the season. Cross Country's finally had its kickoff. You guys were at Furman this past weekend. Obviously some success. The team's finishing in pretty good positioning for their first race. So talk about what you saw from your aspect from a lot of new kids on this team. Talk about what you saw from them this week.
Yeah, definitely a lot of new faces. We were not sure what to expect, but what we ended up seeing was, I guess you could say, some unexpected positive results. You just never know how people are looking in practice. You know, is this person working too hard? Are they not working hard enough? Are they taking it easy? And then when you get into that race, you find out, okay, now I know what we're working with. And I feel it was a very successful weekend.
So talk about you guys face kind of a difficult circumstances with your season starting so quickly with students arriving on campus. And a lot of fall sports have that issue. How do you guys in particular, attest for that? And obviously running throughout the summer is part of their program and making sure that they're ready to come back on. But even with that, considering you still have a very short window from when they actually get here to get them acquainted with their teammates and get them started on your program. So just talk about, the differences that you guys face in coming in with such a short preseason.
Well, we go to a camp and everybody stays in pretty close quarters, so we kind of force them to become fast friends. Yeah, kind of throw them into the fire and see what happens.
So what does that do when you guys take them to that camp? And obviously there's obviously running involved in some team building things, but what is that like for you guys? Because that's something that teams always do, team building, but that's something that's kind of interesting that you guys take them off campus somewhere and kind of do that forced team bonding. So what is that like for them as athletes?
Well, I mean, I don't know exactly what it's like for them. I just know what I see, and we're doing a lot of running in the trails and the hills and the sweating and the getting tired stuff, and then we go out to restaurants and eat and bond that way, and then basically cram a whole bunch of them into a room and say, this is your new family. So.
Well, and two of the family members that had some success last year, Leah Hanley and Adam Craig, being named conference players, runners of the week. What kind of motivation does that give the team to already have that success within the first week moving forward?
I think they're very excited. They definitely seemed, not just Leah and Adam, like the whole team was, I don't think anybody really knew or expected anybody on the team that we were going to do as well as we did this weekend. We were kind of coming into the competition like, let's just see what happens, and it was just well above expectations.
So moving into the next race this up and coming weekend, what are you expecting to see out of the team to build off of the success from they had last week? How do you push them to do better this weekend?
You mean when we go to Wingate?
Yes.
Well, it's more of a course preview. The men will run 10K and the women will run 6K, the courses that will be contested at the regional championship. And we're there more so to just figure out the course. Maybe during the race we'll try and figure out, well, this is where I would like to make a move, or this is the best spot for whatever. So it's more of a learning experience rather than a racing experience.
How do you get the kids to buy into that, to take it as yes, this is a competition, yes, obviously we want to win everything that we're at, but kind of looking at the long term, the big picture of, we want to see this race, we want to see this exact course at the regionals. How do you get them to focus on the bigger picture?
Well, I have them keep in mind that just 6 days later, we're going up to Pennsylvania for the Paul Short Invitational at Lehigh University, and that is where we want to really, blow it up. Really do the best we can. So maybe 6 days before Paul Short, we don't want to be going too crazy,
right?
Save something for that big event.
Okay. Well, wish you best of luck moving forward. It's always a pleasure talking with you. For head coach Matt Van Lierop, I'm Ryan Smith for another edition of the UMO Coaches Show.
Exceptional degrees at an exceptional value. That's transforming education. The University of Mount Olive, transforming education, transforming lives. Learn more at umo.edu. That's umo.edu.